Class 10 Subject Science Unit 8 Chemical Reaction Rasayanik Pratikriya. Question number 1. Define a chemical equation and mention its types with examples. A chemical equation is the actual representation of a chemical reaction by using the symbols and formulae of the reactants and products. Types of chemical reactions. A. Composition or synthesis or combination or addition reaction. Example: nitrogen plus hydrogen ammonia, magnesium plus nitrogen magnesium nitride. B. Decomposition reaction. Example: potassium chlorate breaks into potassium chloride and oxygen. Calcium carbonate breaks into calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. C. Displacement reaction. Iron plus copper sulfate gives iron sulfate plus copper. It is a single displacement reaction. Another example: sodium chloride plus silver nitrate gives sodium nitrate plus silver chloride. It is a double displacement reaction. Here, technique: A plus B plus C, A plus C minus plus B plus. That means positive and negative. AB plus CD gives AD plus CD. D. Acid base reaction or neutralization reaction. Technique: base plus acid gives salt plus water. Example: sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid on reaction gives sodium chloride and water. Another example: calcium hydroxide or lime water plus sulfuric acid gives calcium sulfate plus water. E number: ionic reaction. H2O, H plus plus OH minus. Hydrogen plus chlorine, hydrochloric acid. Question number 2. Define a catalyst with two examples. A catalyst, Nepali utprerak, is a chemical which generally increases but sometimes decreases the rate of a chemical reaction without taking part in it. The mass remains constant. Example: glycerin, negative catalyst; manganese dioxide, positive catalysts. Other positive catalysts are nickel, copper, vanadium pentoxide, etc. Question number 3. Distinguish between exothermic and endothermic reactions with examples. Exothermic reaction: I. It releases or gives out heat. II. Heat symbol delta is written on the right hand side of the reaction. Example: sodium hydroxide plus hydrochloric acid gives sodium chloride plus water plus heat. Another example: zinc plus sulfuric acid gives zinc sulfate plus hydrogen plus heat. Endothermic reaction: I. It needs or requires heat. II. Heat symbol delta is written on the left hand side or above the reaction. Example: nitrogen plus oxygen heat gives nitric oxide. Another example: potassium chlorate gives potassium chloride plus oxygen. Question number 4. Mention some factors or elements affecting chemical reactions. Answers. Some factors affecting chemical reactions are as follows. Number A. Surface area. The chemical reaction is directly proportional to the surface area. It means more area faster, less area slow. B. Contact. By direct contact, some chemical reactions occur. Example: sodium plus water, sodium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. C. Catalyst. Potassium chlorate in the presence of catalyst manganese dioxide gives out potassium chloride and oxygen. D. Light. Light is a very important factor which affects chemical reactions. For example, silver bromide in the presence of ultraviolet rays gives silver and bromine gas. Another example: photosynthesis, water plus carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. That means green plants gives out glucose C6H12O6 glucose plus oxygen O2. Another 3O2 in the presence of ultraviolet rays 2O3. That means oxygen changes into ozone. This is a very important chemical reaction and ozone is very important. Number E, pressure. Pressure plays a very vital role in the chemical reaction. Here nitrogen and hydrogen under high pressure and in the presence of catalyst manganese dioxide and by using heat becomes and gives out ammonia gas. It is a Haber process. Haber process. F. Electricity. Electricity is also a very important factor which affects chemical reactions. Here water decomposes or ionizes into hydrogen ion and hydroxide ion. Sulfuric acid ionizes into hydrogen ion and sulfate ion. Example, final reaction, water decomposes into hydrogen gas and oxygen gas. Hydrogen is collected at the cathode, oxygen is collected at the anode. OA. OA means oxygen at the anode. HC. HC means hydrogen at the cathode.